Everybody on Instagram, welcome everybody on YouTube. It has begun. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure this is set up correctly. Okay. Hello Roy, happy Sunday to you too. Happy Sunday everybody. Hello everybody on Instagram. Make sure to say hi. I cannot see all of the usernames. Hello. Hello Barry. Hello France. I'm doing good, thank you. What about you? Hello Bob. Welcome. Welcome everybody. So today I am with my back to the window. So again, trying this out. I will need to continue fine-tuning the lighting, but I think it's a pretty nice place to do the live. Hello Ranster. Happy day to you too, Mark. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Chuck. Welcome everybody. All right, let me just do this and this. Hup. If you like on YouTube, I just send the Zoom link if you'd like to join there. Okay. Hello, Gaston from Argentina. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Well, it's almost, well, it is time, so whenever you're ready, we shall actually begin. So we're actually going to work on side splits. It will be about leg flexibility, among other things, so you're lucky to be here. Kathir, it's a perfect day for leg flexibility. All right, let's begin. I'm going to be turning off the comments, and we're going to start in a butterfly pose with the back against the wall or against something sturdy. So let me do this right now. Perfect. Okay. And let me put that here. Excellent. Okay. All right. So once you're in butterfly position with your back against the wall or against something rather sturdy, then we can begin the practice. I'd like you to place the soles of your feet against one another. Make sure that your heels are quite close to your sits bones. And then from here, you can begin to bob your knees up and down, bringing a little bit of warmth into the inner thighs. Hello, Doug. Good morning. No worries, no worries. There we go. Welcome, Ravi, to the Zoom. And Doug, I suppose, soon as well. Hey, Ravi. Good to see you today. Okay, let's continue bobbing the knees up and down just a little bit more, just to bring a little bit of warmth, a little bit more warmth into the inner thighs. Okay, whenever you're ready, let's continue with the rhythm that we're used to using here. 1 up, 2 down, and 3 holding at the lowest position. Whenever you're ready, let's begin. 1, 1, 2, hold at the bottom position for 1, 2, 3, up, down, 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, 3, up, down, 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 and hold, 1, 2, 3. A little bit more here, up, down, hold at the bottom position for 1, 2, 3, up, down, and hold, 1, 2, 3. One more time, up and then down. I want you to hold the bottom position for 1, 2, 3, 4, even further, and 5. Release. Very good. You can bring your knees back towards one another and extend your legs. Perfect. Sorry, it's just some setting up to do here in this placement. I think I'm going to do something like that. Perfect. Be even better. Okay. Good job, everybody. Let's rest for about 30 more seconds before we do round number 2. Deep breaths. Okay, let's begin round number 2. Whenever you're ready, again, place your back against the wall, potentially something sturdy. Place the soles of your feet against one another. Make sure that your heels are close enough to your sacrum. And let's begin round number 2. Up for 1. 1, 2, as you bring the knees down and hold 1, 2, 3. Hello, Andrej. Up, down, hold. 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 2 more. Up, down, and hold. Up, last time. Down, and hold at the lowest position. You can use your hands if you want. Make sure to tilt your hips forward and hold for another 3, 2, and 1. Release. Very good. Place your hands on the outsides of your knees and extend your legs in front of you, shaking them out. Very nice. Release. Deep breaths here. We'll stay resting in between the rounds for about 15 more seconds here. And then from there, whenever you're ready, I'd like you to go for round number 3. Place the soles of your feet against one another once again. Drive the heels close to your sits bones here, close to your sacrum. Lengthening the spine, making sure that the lowest part of your back is against the wall. Then from here, let's begin. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Up, down, push down. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Up, down, and I'd like you to hold the bottom position here for 5. Go down as far as you can. You can tilt your hips forward here, pushing your back against whatever you're leaning on, and slowly release. Very good. Extending the legs in front of you, shaking the legs out. Good. From here, I recommend you stand up and simply take a few breaths here to release the legs, to release the ankles. Okay, I'm going to just modify the zoom display because it's a bit strange. There we go. That's better. Okay, so whenever you're ready for the next exercise, we will be going on our hands and knees into tabletop position. I'd like you to place your shoulders either above your hands, or if your wrists are sensitive, you can place your shoulders a little bit behind your hands, which is totally fine. Then from here, place your hips either above your knees, right above your knees, or a little bit in front as well. It doesn't really matter so much, but I recommend still placing the hips above the knees. Just like the previous times, we're going to be opening to the side 10 times and holding the last round 5 seconds. Whenever you're ready, press firmly into your hands, into the ground, look in between your hands. And then as you exhale, flex your left foot and open the left leg out to the side. Keeping the shoulders squared and back down. Up and down. Up and down. Very good. Up and down. Up and down. 5 more. Up, down, up, down. Ooh, starting to burn. Up, down. 2 more. Up, down. And then we're going to hold the last one. Bring the leg up and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Very good. Stand on your knees. Shake your arms out. Take a few breaths here. Very good. Okay. Round number 2. I know it's quite fast, but we're going to do the other side, so that's okay. We can do it a little bit faster. Again, shoulders don't have to be above the wrist if your wrists are sensitive. Whenever you're ready, we're going to be lifting the right knee to the side, flexing the right foot. Let's begin. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place the knee back down and stand on your knees or do whatever pose you'd like to release. Very good. Whenever you're ready, we're going to set up for the second round, which will be quite different from the first round that we just did. Go on your hands and knees. Instead of pulsating up and down, we're going to be holding. We're going to be holding 30 seconds, just like last time. Every 10 seconds, I'd like you to go a little bit higher into this position. Good luck. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee up to the side and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Release. Very good. Sit on your heels or stand on your knees. Now, there is something that I'd like to mention. Actually, while practicing, you know, Doug asked me a question last time about the weight distribution on the hands. And as a matter of fact, I said that the weight distribution doesn't really matter if your shoulders stay squared. which I guess it does, but in order to have the shoulders really squared, the weight kind of has to be quite equal on both hands. So I think it's very hard to have equal shoulders and a weight that is not equally on both hands. So if your weight is not equally on both hands, it probably means that your shoulders are not squared. So yes, I think you should pay attention to that. All right, let's do the other side. Hands down, tabletop position, activate your core, pull your belly button in. And then as you exhale, I'd like you to bring your right knee out and up and hold 1, 2, flex your right foot, 3, 4, 5, push the ground away, 8, 9, 10, higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even higher for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Oh, that's pretty tough. All right, good job. Now, let's release the glutes a little bit as an intermediate movement. Oh, hello, Doug. Glad to see you on the Zoom. I thought I would not see you today. Good. Okay, let's do half Lord of the Fish. I'd like you to extend your right leg in front of you and to place your left foot on the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And then as you exhale, twist to the left, wrapping your arm or grabbing the knee with a hand, looking over your left shoulder. Keep your right leg active and your right foot flexed. 3, 2, and 1. Release, come back to center, extend the left leg, bend the right leg, placing the right foot on the outside of the left thigh. And then as you inhale, lift the left arm up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Flexing the left foot. Activating the left leg. Lengthening the spine here. Hugging the right knee in tightly for another 2. And 1, slowly releasing. Both hands behind you. Extend the right leg. Shake your legs out. Good. All right. Good job. Let's move on. I'd like you to stand up. Stand up, please. Stand on your mat if you have a mat. If you don't have a mat, just stand. We don't really need padding here. I'd like you to bring your feet out about 1 meter apart from one another. Turn your toes slightly out to the sides so that they're diagonally facing outward. We're going to do the Skandasana flow. So it's not going to be precise. It's just going to be more like a movement, a flowing action. Just follow my cues. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to start with a horse stance, so bend both of your knees. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, bend the right knee. Keep the left foot fully on the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, both knees. From there, stay down low, and we're going to be shifting from side to side. Just acknowledging our range of motion, trying to go a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper, and a little bit deeper. Perhaps extending one leg a little bit more, perhaps changing from Skandasana to Skandasana, but I want you to stay low. I really want you to stay low. It should be whatever feels best to you. It should not necessarily follow my movements now, just whatever you would like to do. My pro tip here is whatever side you extend the leg on, you need to tilt the hips towards that side. This will increase the stretch on your inner thigh without you having to go too deep. Slowly come back to center, both legs bent, hands to heart center, and then slowly extend the legs. Let me show you an example of that. If I keep my hips as they are, and I bend my left leg and extend my right leg, here I still don't feel a stretch. I don't feel any stretch. I need to go very, very low. And even all the way here, I don't really feel a stretch actually. I feel more the femur bone into the socket of the hip, kind of hitting the socket. But if I tilt my hips forward, there I already feel a stretch. So tilting the hips forward in this pose is gonna bring you a lot of stretching and will require less depth in order for you to feel that stretch. Let's rest a little bit and let's do one more round of free flow, keeping that in mind. I'm going to have a bit of water. If you'd like to drink, then please go right ahead. So miraculously, I found my missing second microphone. The part that was missing was just one little part fell in the most random location, and then I was like, oh, what if it's there? And then I went down and I saw it right there. It was there. Miracles do happen. And both my microphones are working, so that's amazing, right before the live. Okay. Let's do the second free flow here. Bring your legs out to the sides, turn your toes out to the sides, and remember, tilt your hips forward, depending on which side you're bending the leg on. For example, just to be clear, I'm bending my right leg. My hips will tilt to the front and to the side, so towards the leg that is extended. This will be really beneficial to feel more of a stretch. All right, let's begin. Hands to heart center. As you exhale, bend both legs and begin your free flow, whatever you would like to do. Ujjayi breath is very helpful. If you know it, if you'd like to take it, please do. And then from here, whenever you're ready, come back to center with the legs extended and heel toe your feet back towards one another. Good job. Okay, let's take a few breaths and let's move on to the final exercise before we tackle the actual side split. So this next exercise will be with the legs out wide, hands on the hips, keeping the back straight, tilting the hips forward. Kind of hitting more of the back side of the hamstrings rather than the inside of the hamstrings, but still very beneficial for the side splits. During this exercise, as I said to my students yesterday morning, instead of using the psoas muscle and the core to flex yourself deeper, I want you to use the hip flexor that lies in our quadricep muscles. So, as the name suggests, quadricep muscles means there are 4 muscles right here in our thighs. One of them is a hip flexor, meaning that it assists in lifting the leg up. One of the quadriceps is attaching right here on the hip. So when you are leaning forward, when you're tilting your hips forward, trying to go deeper, if you use the psoas muscle, it shortens the space between your rib cage basically and your hips, which, as you can see, rounds my spine. But if you use the hip flexor here, you are actively pulling the front side of your hips down, maintaining the length of your back. See, and this is what I'd like you to do using this hip flexor. And in order to use this one, activating the thighs, keeping the legs straight is what you need to do, is really what you need to do here. So keep that in mind as we do this exercise. Open the legs out wide, toes pointing forward, hands on hips. Keep looking ahead. I don't want you to look down, because as soon as you look down, you might want to round the spine. So look ahead of you. Take a deep breath in, chest up, chin up. As you exhale, keep the legs engaged, tilt your hips forward, look forward where you want to go, and imagine you have a flashlight strapped onto your chest and you want to let the light fully shine through, not blocked by your chin. Okay, so you lift your chin up, chin up, chin up, lengthen the front side of your neck, keep tilting your hips forward, engaging your hip flexors down there to bring your tailbone up. We're going to stay here for another 20 seconds. There is no relaxing here. It's not 5 and 5. It's full engagement throughout this position. So keep engaging, keep deepening, keep your legs engaged and your back straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up. Very good. Okay. Whenever you're ready, set yourself up for the side splits. I'm going to get rid of my mat because it's just going to be a hindrance in my side splits. And I'm going to grab my prop, which will be a block. You can grab a chair, you can grab really anything, a stool, for example, whatever helps you out for this position. I'm going to be placing my block at the highest height because that's approximately the height of my hips when I'm at my maximum depth. Okay. Keep in mind that between the first round and the third round, there will be a big difference. So we're going to start with round number 1, of course. So don't push yourself too hard. Know that your body will open up, but it needs some time to open up. This is a very intense position. And remember, keep your spine straight. Keep your gaze forward. I don't want you to round your spine. All right, let's begin. I'd like you to open your legs and please go at about 90% of your maximum depth. Once you feel the stretch, once your hips are tilted forward, chest up, gaze forward, let's begin the exercise. Contract your glutes and try to bring your feet towards the ceiling. That's the action I want you to go for. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and try to go a little bit deeper. 3, 2, 1. Press your feet in towards the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Try to get your feet off the ground once again towards the ceiling, activating your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 1. Breathe into the groin area here. Breathe into the inner thighs. 2, 1. Press your feet in towards the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2. Activate your belly button. Pull it in. 3, 2, 1. And then I'd like you to Yes, bring your feet away from the ground. Try to bring the feet away as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last but not least, bring your feet in towards the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Last 5 seconds. Releasing. 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, press firmly into the block and heel toe your feet back towards the block here. Slowly towards the block or your prop, whatever it is. Slowly bringing yourself back up to standing. Oh, good. Good job. Great job. Quite intense as always, but you did a great job. Just walk around here. We will take 1 minute to rest. Take your time. For the next round, try to go just a little bit deeper. Try to tilt your hips forward just a little bit more. Little by little, you will progress in your side splits. And if you'd like, when you squeeze your feet in towards one another, you can try to lighten your hands and perhaps even get rid of your hands, lifting them off of your prop. If you'd like to try, then you can. Okay. About 15 seconds and we will begin round number 2. And remember, even if we're contracting, relaxing, the legs should remain active throughout the exercise, no matter what. Don't bend your legs. All right, round number 2. It's very hard for me to track the amount of repetitions in side splits because the position itself is so distracting. It's very hard for me to keep track. It's funny. Okay, so I'd like you to bring your legs out to the sides. About 90% of your full capacity here. And once you're at your depth, then let's begin. I'd like you to start by trying to bring your feet off of the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press your feet in. 1, 2. If you want, try to bring your hands off of the prop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. 1, 2. But again, keep your legs straight. 3, 4, 5. Try to get the feet off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the feet in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to get the feet off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the feet in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1 last time. 4, 1 through 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Very good. Press your hands into the prop and slowly bring your feet back to center. Very good. Quite intense. Quite intense. Deep, controlled breaths. Getting ready for round number 3. Again, if you want to drink, please do. It's always good to drink water. We'll begin round number 3 in about 20 to 30 seconds, approximately. Okay. Let's set ourselves up. Make sure to try and ground the outer edges of your feet. Uplift your chest and your chin. And let's begin. All right. Whenever you're ready, let's begin by trying to get the feet off of the floor, off of the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press the feet in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to get the feet off the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press the feet in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last round. Try to get the feet off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I want you to press your feet inward towards one another for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Last release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring your feet back towards one another. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Releasing. Good. Quite intense. Quite intense. I think I found a better way to practice. I'm disassociating in some way from... It's hard to explain, but the previous times I always felt like I was focusing on the count more than my own position. But this time I felt I was focusing on my position 100% and also 100% on the count. Kind of like I was fixing my gaze, really focusing my attention. And yeah, I think that was good. I hope you enjoyed this side splits practice, which is not done, of course. We need to release. So I'd like you to sit down and let's release the outer sides of our glutes here by bending the left leg, first of all, in half Lord of the Fish, placing the right foot flat down on the outside of the left thigh, twisting to the right, and feeling the release in the outer glutes. Slowly, you can switch sides, extending the right leg, and then bending the right leg once again, placing the left foot on the outside of the right thigh, and twisting over to the left, feeling the glute lengthen. Again, very important to do after we practice the side splits because we really tighten those muscles. And it can create bad things afterwards, like compression of the sciatic nerve. So make sure to keep stretching the outsides of your glutes after you practice side splits. Slowly come back to center. Extend both of your legs in front of you. I'm going to grab my mat once again. And then from here, I'd like you to unroll yourself down onto the ground. one vertebra after the other. Palm facing up. Release into your Shavasana. Fully letting go. Melting down into your Shavasana, marking the end of the practice. Slowing the metabolism. The heart rate. The mind. You did great today. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. You need to interlace the fingers and extend the arms overhead. And in your own time, make your way into a seat, a cross-legged seated position. Slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Great job. Great job. Fantastic. If you have any questions, now is the perfect time because it's the Q&A time. Okay, let me bring that up. Oh, almost made that fall. Nice. Okay, so let me know, should you have any interrogations, any questions? Yes, Doug, let me do that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
This is not about the lesson, but the cross-legged position at the end.
Yeah?
I imagine we're supposed to be able to sit cross-legged in either direction, right over left or left over right, but is there a more valuable one or more important one?
Oh, that's
To say.
that's a good question. I think it's not something I've ever thought about. I've always just thought of the fact it could be easier in one way or the other way depending on the person's flexibility and whether they are right-legged or a left-legged. But now that you ask, it comes to mind that often there is a significance even to the way the legs are crossed. Although I'm not quite sure. But I would say if there is a significance, crossing the left leg over the right would have a more of an impact on the parasympathetic nervous system, because of course the left side of the body is linked with the parasympathetic nervous system, so slowing things down. And I would say if you had to choose one, choose to cross your left leg over the right. But I'll have to check, because I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure if there is a traditional way to do it or not. So yeah, good question.
It seems to be natural for me, left over right.
Left over right for me too. For me too. So.
Even though I'm right hand dominant.
Yeah, me too. That's interesting. I'm glad then. But yes, truthfully, I'm not sure. I'll have to check for sure. Good question. Good question. Let me open the chat, which is not open for me for some reason. Ah, there we go. It's open now. Okay. Barry. Thanks, Jules. That was a great session. I also feel a difference between the two ways. Oh, good. I also feel a difference. I've always been sitting with a left leg over the right, so when I switch sides, I do feel a difference. It feels a little bit awkward when I cross my right leg over the left. Yes, Ollie, thank you. I'm having a nice weekend. I hope you as well. I will be publishing the schedule for next week, and it'll be pretty busy. It'll be a pretty full schedule, so I'm excited about it. Yes, Elle.
Thank you, Jules, for the class. I really enjoyed it.
You're welcome.
I also have another seated question.
Okay.
So it's in the butterfly pose.
Yes.
So I find it easier to open the feet.
Okay.
But I wonder for this particular exercise if it's better to try and engage the feet together when pushing the knees down. I've been trying to keep the feet. I've been working on keeping the feet and being able to
bring the knees down while keeping the soles of the feet together. Well, that's a good question. I also think it's easier to open the feet, so to let the soles of the feet go apart from one another. And I see no reason why it would be better to keep the feet together, knowing that in side splits we are also working on turning, on grounding the outer edges of the feet down. So we're working on the flexibility of the ankles in that direction. So I would say it's a doubly beneficial thing to let the soles of the feet open up, because it both works on the flexibility of the ankles in that direction and it helps the knees to go down more. Have you seen any information that would mean that keeping the feet together would be better for this pose? I'm curious to know.
It's more the sensation. It feels like easier to open the feet. And I feel like I get more of an inner thigh stretch with the feet together. So and I figured, well, we're sort of working that region. So I've been trying to keep the feet. And
yeah, absolutely.
We just don't want to open. It's like,
well,
I guess I feel going back. So it's more the sensation for me and getting to the part that we're trying to sort of target.
No, absolutely. I think you should then definitely let your feet open up. That, yes, for sure. Yes.
I think I might be a bit hypermobile in my ankles as well. So, I'm not sure if that's like a. Yeah, I think it's maybe that instead of just everything else being looser or more engaged.
I see. Well, yeah, hypermobility sometimes can be good, sometimes can be bad, depending on what movement you're practicing. But so that means that when you go into the side splits, the sides of your feet are grounded. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's very hard to do generally, so that's very good. That's very good. I can see I'm very dark, am I not? Maybe I need to No, it's okay. It's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah, half and half, like Phantom of the Opera.
Okay. Okay.
Really light on my screen. I don't know if you
Okay. It's like it's a cool lighting. Okay. I see. It's just yeah. It's a nice spot to practice, but it's hard to make it work with the lighting. And during the session, I was also pretty visible. Was it okay? Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. I'll try to continue improving. Yes, Doug, please tell me.
I have one other comment for me personally.
Yes.
This is usually very challenging because this is the first thing I do when I get it up. So I try to stress
Yeah.
before I do anything else. But I noticed, I guess this has been about, 5-6 classes, and I've noticed that now I can get my feet except for one hand width away from the end of the mat. So I do feel like I'm improving personally. Noticed, but it seems like I have a long way to go to get quite low.
Well, I'm glad that you are feeling and seeing that you're improving. That's really good. I think using the mat as a measurement is a great way to see how much you're improving. So it's great to hear. And you know, the side splits, yes, is it's a pretty tough position, and it takes a long time to reach the full extent of this position. But even by going towards the full splits without necessarily going into the full splits, you're actually stretching the inner thigh muscles and improving your mobility. So in any case, whether you reach the full extent or not, it's very beneficial to improve the flexibility in this area. So yes. For example, an area we might not think of, for example, in dancer pose. And it's something I've been working on with especially one of my students. In dancer pose, we might not think about it, but when we are opening the leg behind like this, well, if the inner thigh and the groin area are very tight, then they might steal the show, and you might actually feel a stretch on the inside and not on the front side of the thigh. And not only because you're not squaring the hips enough, even by squaring the hips, if the inner thigh is very tight, it can actually prevent you from feeling the stretch here and practicing this pose as you intended to. So yeah, it can have many different positive impacts on your practice and on your life. So yeah, that's good. Yes, sir. Nice question. Thank you, Doug. And thank you, Ravi, for your comment. I'm glad you liked the workshop today. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely be posting more stories next week. We'll be teaching more lives next week, so I'm excited about it. I will also be posting a reel. I had a great idea for a lot of reels to come, so I'm excited about that. I was quite exhausted the past couple weeks because I think I've taught more lessons than ever before in my life, so that was quite a lot. But you know, it's good. It's good. It's also very hard as a yoga teacher to achieve like physical practice goals while you're teaching a lot at the same time, because it takes so much energy to teach, especially if you have to practice at the same time, that it's hard to also practice by yourself. You know, so it's interesting to balance those things out. So yes, but yes, next week is going to be quite a few lives, and I'm excited to see you then. Sorry, I haven't been really following the comments on Instagram. There've been quite a lot, but thank you. Thank you for your comments. And Vic, oh, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for the badge. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to support, thank you, Ravi, for your support, by the way. Well received yesterday. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your support. It means a lot to me. If you'd like to support, there's a link on YouTube and on Instagram. You can get a badge like Vic. Thank you. And last but not least, Andrej says, was very intense, but I was nicely surprised with the range I was able to get to, even though I wasn't very active recently. Thanks as always, Jewel. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Thank you. Likewise, I'd like everybody to have a great weekend ahead. Juan, thank you for the badge. It's been a while. Very happy to see you here. Thank you. Thank you for your support. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Merci, Elle. Thank you. Have a great rest of your weekend as well. And I'll see you soon. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. See you. Thank you, Roy. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.